I want to show you how to obtain a Missouri dealer license at a residential address, whether you live in Missouri or another state. Missouri is one of the few states that allows you to obtain a full retail dealer's license at your home address. Most other states strictly prohibit this, with some only allowing wholesale licenses at home addresses. In the states that do permit a retail license as a residential address, it typically cannot be located in the same building where you live. It must be located in some type of outbuilding. The state of Missouri, however, makes it possible for you to have a full retail dealer's license at your home, allowing you to buy vehicles at low dealer auction prices and sell them at high retail prices. I want you to be aware, Missouri does not require you live in the state of Missouri to hold a Missouri dealer's license. You don't even need a Missouri driver's license to obtain a Missouri dealer license. You just have to ensure that your location is in the state of Missouri. Many states now require you have a driver's license in that state in order to obtain that state's dealer's license, but not Missouri. So if you live in a state outside of Missouri, you can obtain a Missouri dealer's license. This is a really unique feature of Missouri's dealer licensing law, and most other states have much stricter residency requirements. However, there are some important regulations and requirements you need to be aware of, and I want to walk you through those requirements right now. First of all, regardless of where you operate your dealership, you must meet all licensing requirements outlined in your dealer training course. This includes having a dealer bond, proper insurance. You must take your 4-hour dealer training course, which we provide online. You must submit your background check and complete all necessary pre-licensing steps that we discuss in your Missouri dealer license training course. If you have already completed or are planning to complete the dealer training course, then you'll already be familiar with all of these requirements. You must meet all mandated regulations, whether you plan to have your dealership at your home address or another location. Zoning laws. One of the most important things to be aware of is that your dealership must comply with local zoning laws no matter where it's located. If your dealership is at your home, all zoning requirements must be met. If you live in a rural area of Missouri with no zoning laws, then you will be able to obtain a full retail dealer license at your home address. Many rural areas in Missouri have little or no zoning restrictions, making it easier to operate as a licensed motor vehicle dealership from your home. If you live in a commercial district in Missouri in an area with some type of commercial zoning, you might be able to obtain a retail dealer's license at your residential address as well. However, if you live in a city like Kansas City, St. Louis, Springfield, or Columbia, for example, local zoning laws will likely not allow you to operate a retail dealership from your home. But if you live in a commercial area in your city, or perhaps you live in an area with mixed use zoning, you may be able to have a dealer license at your home address, but the location must be zoned to have a dealer's license. Your vehicle display area. Another important requirement is that you must have space to display multiple vehicles of the type that you're selling on hard surface separate from your driveway. I want to repeat that very, very important statement. You must have space to display multiple vehicles of the type you are selling on a hard surface separate from your driveway. So what do I mean by this? If you sell cars and trucks, you need enough room to display cars and trucks. If you're only selling motorcycles, then you will need enough room to display motorcycles. If you're selling semi-trucks or semi-truck trailers, you will need enough room to display semi-trucks or semi-truck trailers. Also, the Missouri Department of Revenue, which is the state agency that issues Missouri dealer licenses, wants you to have at least 4 spaces that can accommodate the type of vehicle that you're selling. Your display area must be separate from your driveway, and it must be hard surface. If you do not have a display area that is separate from your driveway, you can create one by laying down some gravel or some other type of hard surface material. This will meet the requirement as long as it's separate from your driveway. I also want you to be aware you're not allowed to park your personal vehicles on the display lot. The state only permits vehicles that are for sale to be parked in the display area. Your personal vehicles should be parked elsewhere on your property, never on your display area. This is very important to ensure that your dealership complies with Missouri law. Also, if you do choose to have your dealership license at a separate structure like a garage or a outbuilding on your property, it must be the same address as your home. However, I want you to be fully aware that Missouri law does not require dealers to have a garage. You do not have to have a garage at your home to have a Missouri dealer's license, but you must have room on the exterior of the building to display multiple motor vehicles. Now I want to talk about your signage. Missouri state law requires that your dealership sign and display area are visible from the nearest public roadway. However, it does not require that your actual home or building be visible from the road. If you live on a large rural property with a long driveway, your house or home office does not have to be viewable from the road, but you must be able to view your sign and display area from the road. I've seen rural property owners in Missouri successfully operate dealerships in this manner where the lot and sign are visible from the road, but the house is not. As long as the lot and sign can be seen from the road, your location will comply with Missouri law. Retail versus wholesale license. You may also be considering whether to obtain a retail or a wholesale dealer license. A wholesale license only allows you to sell vehicles to other licensed dealers, not the general public. However, in Missouri, the requirements for a wholesale license are identical to those for a retail license, which is pretty much backwards compared to most other states. So what do I mean by this? If you have a Missouri wholesale dealer license, you still have to have a display lot, you have to maintain business hours and meet all the other requirements, but you wouldn't be able to sell vehicles to retail customers, only to licensed dealers. In Missouri, I always strongly recommend obtaining a retail license, and this is going to allow you to sell vehicles to the public and gain access to dealer auctions to buy vehicles at wholesale prices and resell them at retail prices. A wholesale license in Missouri is generally not a good idea, as most other dealers are going to be buying their vehicles directly from dealer auctions rather than traveling to your wholesale lot to buy from you. Let's talk about your hours. Missouri law requires that dealers are open every week. If you're running the dealership from your home, this is not an issue, as you can simply ensure that someone is available at your home during your posted hours. If you're operating the dealership from a separate location, or if you live in another state and your license is in the state of Missouri, you must ensure that the location is staffed during your minimum hours. And I will talk about your hours and staffing requirements extensively in your Missouri dealer license training course. Location inspection. Regardless of where you live, whether you live in Missouri or whether you live in another state, you have to undergo a very quick location inspection. And this is a very quick and painless inspection that I believe will only take about 2 to 3 minutes and will be scheduled in advance. So the state of Missouri just wants to ensure that you do have a physical location before they issue your Missouri dealer license. Whether you live in Missouri or if you live in another state, you will need to be at your location for the inspection to provide a form for the inspector to sign. And I'm going to show you how to download that form and how to line up your mandatory inspection appointment in your required dealer training course. And I want you to be aware you must complete the course before you apply for your Missouri dealer license. Your dealer training course. Before obtaining your Missouri dealer license, Missouri law requires that you complete a 4-hour dealer license training course. My name's Dallas Johnson. I'm the lead instructor for Missouri Dealer Seminars, and we are approved by the Missouri Department of Revenue to provide your mandated dealer license training. The 4-hour course will prepare you to meet all state requirements, and it will also help you apply for your Missouri dealer license correctly. The required training can be taken online, so you can complete it from anywhere, whether you live in Missouri or if you live in another state. You can start and stop that course at your convenience, and when you have watched all 4 hours of videos, your official Missouri Dealer Educational Certificate of Completion will pop up on your screen for you to download and submit with your Missouri dealer license application. In the course, I'm going to cover all of your startup requirements. I'm going to show you how to apply for your Missouri dealer license online and ensure that you're complying with all Missouri and federal laws. After you complete your mandated training, you will be confident and ready to operate your new business. When you are ready to take your required training course, you can just go to MissouriDealer.com. Once again, that is MissouriDealer.com, and click on the blue sign up button at the top of every page. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you considering me to serve as your Missouri dealer license training partner, and I want to wish you the very best of luck with your new business.